Money in Abundance training. Welcome those of you on YouTube to this week's free live Money in Abundance training from the My Powerful Network page. We meet here every Wednesday, usually about noon, sometimes 12:30. Today I got booted off trying to get on several times. They are putting in a new 5G in our neighborhood and I could not keep a connection. So I'm so happy to finally be on here with you guys live. Please, when you tune in, let me know you're listening. Say hello. Let me know where you're listening from. Post any of your money in abundance and manifesting questions. This program focuses on getting your questions answered in regards to money in abundance, how to up-level your money in abundance, why you might be feeling stuck, talking about what money in abundance actually is. Maybe you have questions about up-leveling your money in abundance or why your money in abundance is in the phase that it is. Okay. So this thousands of dollars of free coaching, guys. And you have the chance to ask your questions. For those of you who do not know, my name is Larkin Sell. I've been a law of attraction coach, a mindset mentor, and a transformational specialist for 12 years now, going on 13. After transforming my own life in all aspects of my life, I'm a lifelong student of metaphysics, of science, of spirituality, of philosophy, and a spiritual teacher. I'm also an intuitive psychic medium, a channel, and an animal communicator. So I know this sounds like a lot, but you all have these abilities, okay? And so my goal is to help people learn to master their mind, to neurologically reprogram, to learn to make it a way of life, to be a creator of your life. So when you guys pop on, feel free to post your money in abundance questions. And until then, what I will do is I will talk about some important things that come up with my clients, with students, with my experiences and coaching people for over 12 years. And what I know is most common to people and their questions in regards to this area. Obviously, we are talking about manifesting, being a conscious creator, the law of attraction, or vibrational frequency. I actually channel these broadcasts just as Abraham Hicks channels her stuff, but I channel a lot differently than she does. I stay very conscious and present while I'm doing it. I don't actually need to section off myself in the background. I'm just constantly channeling these. So you'll get a lot of energetic and spiritual aspects to this as well. Which I'm always very excited to share with you guys because everything is energy, including money and abundance. Please pardon my cough, guys. I have seasonal allergies in Cincinnati, and they're usually great until I get talking with clients and stuff like that. So just bear with me. The more I talk, the more it makes me cough sometimes, okay? So let me ask you guys a couple important questions. And I really hope that, you'll find no fluff in my broadcasts. So I hope that you brought your notebooks, your pens, your questions, and your friends. Don't forget, if you're on YouTube, to like and subscribe to my teeny little channel. I'm just now growing it. And those of you here in the My Powerful Choices Awareness Network, top 5% in Abundance group, this is, a private group on Facebook, just for those of you wanting to get to the top 5%. So if those of you on YouTube want to join us here, feel free. I do special broadcasts only in this video, including this program. But it's also a chance for you guys to bring people who could benefit from this, okay? Those people that are, ready to really up-level their money in abundance. It doesn't matter if you are, you're struggling with $10 in your bank account, like I was way back when, or if you are a millionaire. I've had many, many millionaire and multimillionaire clients. It's still important to understand how to up-level your money in abundance, okay? Just because someone has money doesn't mean that they're abundant. Money is just energy. It's an extension of you. It falls under the abundance category, okay? Financially or monetarily abundant, but you might have poor health, you might have poor psychology, you might have poor relationships, you may be miserable, you may be struggling a lot, okay? By the same token, if you are struggling and suffering with money, if you are struggling to pay your bills, my friends, that is not abundant. So don't, we kill a lot of bad rumors and misconceptions about money and abundance on this broadcast, because there are a lot of people that believe that money and spirituality, or money and abundance and spirituality, are mutually exclusive. They're not. Just like science and spirituality are not mutually exclusive. Okay, this is a lie you've been told through the churches for hundreds and hundreds of years. Okay, this is not true. So let's not misunderstand it's harder for a rich man to get through the eye of the needle, or than it is for a camel to get through the eye of the needle. That is not saying that all rich people are bad, that monetary wealth is bad, that you're going to hell. That is not what that means. Here is more in alignment with what this means. People get caught up in believing, there's usually one extreme or the other, people that listen to this broadcast, right? They either hate money, or they feel guilty about it, or they have shame about money, and they are afraid they're going to hell if they have money, or they're bad, or they'll be rejected and looked down on by people. Or they think money is the end-all solution. And that's not true either, okay? Money will not solve all your problems. You will acquire new problems when you acquire more money and wealth, okay? They're just different. And whatever lessons it is that you need to learn to a person, you will have those challenges that you'll have to deal with until you deal with them, regardless of your money and abundance. So let's say that you thought, oh, money was your problem, right? Well, if you don't have any money, money's not your problem. It's lack of money that's your problem, okay? The other thing is that people think that, oh, then once I get this money, everything's going to be better. Okay, now don't get me wrong. Life is way better with money. You have more time you can spend on other things. Wouldn't you rather be spending time on life? For me, it was spending time serving others, spending time being able to learn more and do more. I mean, what a waste of time to spend your life trying to figure out how to get money and pay bills, right? Really, it's a waste. Who wants to spend their life doing that when they can spend their life living and enjoying life, right? The more you are enjoying life, the more you raise your vibrational frequency, the more abundant you are. The more people can do that, the more it paves the way for other people to do this, okay? So that's one thing. Money's awesome and amazing. But you can't expect money to solve all your problems, okay? If you have poor self-concepts and poor stories about your relationships, or being loved, or your self-worth, then all the money in the world isn't going to save that. Okay, you guys can look around and see examples of that. But if there's a balance, okay, if you understand that abundance is a frequency, as Dr. Wayne Dyer says, that you shift into, and money is an energy and extension of you, then you've got something real to work with, okay? So it won't solve all your problems, but they go hand in hand. If you have too many energy leaks and too many blocks and too many poor self-limiting beliefs, you're going to struggle with the money aspect. If you get the money, but your vibrational frequency isn't a match to it, you will not keep the money long. You will lose it. Okay, Dr. Michael Beckwith talks about this so eloquently. He says, if you're not a vibrational match for what you are wanting to attract or have attracted, you can't keep it. So even if you attract that ideal mate, or that, sum of money that you wanted, if you're not a vibrational match to it, you can't keep it. Guys, I've had several clients that have won the lottery, and they came to me after. They were really struggling. Why? Because they won this money. It was a sudden change all of a sudden. They won this money, but they were not a vibrational match to the money that they acquired. You cannot keep anything that's not a vibrational match for you. That's why if you up-level your life and you evolve and you awaken and you make bigger choices, then all of a sudden you'll notice a lot of times your social life shifts. There are people that just come into your life or come back into your life. And there's people that literally just fall away, or you don't get along with anymore. They'll leave your life, okay? Understand no matter what we think we have control over, what we really have control over is our thoughts, how we respond to things. Once we learn what's in that 95% and we learn to harness that power. If you don't, you're living by default. You don't have any control. When you learn to reclaim your power, which is what I help you to do, and you harness that power, you become aware of what's in that 95% of your mind that's creating your reality. You learn not to believe that 5% of your mind that is feeding you all the thoughts that you think is all of your mind, but it's only 5%, right? And then you can make conscious choices that shift you to where you want to go. If you know how to tell, what your vibrational frequency is, you learn to feel it like my clients learn to do. Then you have some say about what's going on because you know, oh, God, my frequency's in line with this or it's not. This is why my clients that won the lottery lost it all because they're boom, all of a sudden night and day, now they've got this all this money, but they didn't have the frequency to keep it. Guys, it's a universal law of creation. You cannot keep what is not at your frequency, period. Tia, Jen, hi, welcome. Thank you, ladies, for tuning in. Great to see you. Great to see you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to post your questions if you have any. We're talking about how you can't maintain the frequency if you can't maintain anything that you're manifesting or you've manifested if you don't have the frequency for it. Okay. So, this is really important, guys, which is why it's better to just up level your freaking abundance frequency, period. Once you do that, then and only then can you keep and enjoy the money. Okay. This is true. This is not me making this up. You guys can go to teachers that have been around a lot longer than me and find the same information. Okay. This is what the wealthy, successful, and abundant know. And there's less than 5% of them. So this My Powerful Choices Top 5% group is because there's only 5% of people on the planet that know how to successfully and consciously manifest what they actually desire and dream of. Right? But there's less than 3%. Okay? There's a good 3% that are in a good financial place. Less than 3%, really only 1% that have the top percent of wealth, right? But 3% that actually know how to apply that to money. This is why we're having this program. It's like a little funnel. So few people get through it. Okay, my goal is to help more people get through it. But you have to earn that yourself, right? Not by being a good person or a good-hearted person. The universe doesn't judge whether you're good or bad. It just responds to your frequency. Okay, that's it. That is it. You are, how beautiful you are, what a great purpose or vision you have doesn't matter because the universe only knows frequency. And that doesn't just mean our external universe. You are the universe. It also means the universe within you, right? All the universe is conscious. You are the consciousness, guys. So, you get it's not a limited pie. It's an infinite pie. And you get to choose how you partake of it or not with your choices. But here in human form, you got to learn to choose that. Okay. Hello, Jen. Oh, I love it. I've been using that little heart exclamation point forever. I love it. Guys, when you pop on, if you've got any questions, please let me know. I thought we would talk a little bit today about the shame and fear around money. Because a lot of people have these, these subconscious beliefs about, hold on, it got dark here. I hope it's light enough for you guys. These subconscious limiting beliefs, right? And that 5% of your mind that you're unaware of that keep you under your own glass ceiling. Okay. And it's crazy because people will live their entire lives this way. So I had a few questions in the beginning that I didn't ask. I got all excited. So I'm going to ask you guys now. Think about these questions, okay? Where do you think money comes from? Where does money really come from? Think about that for yourself. Where do you believe your money comes from? Does it come from struggling and suffering and sweating and working hard? Do you think if you just sit there and you pray and you're a good person that, God is just going to drop money in your lap? If you got the right vibrational frequency going on, that could happen. Most people aren't that way right now. Where do you believe money comes from, and where do you believe your money comes from? What do you believe has to happen for you to have money? And not just money, but a certain amount of money. Okay. Let's see. Jen, I love when my clients pop on. Let's see. Jen is a total rock star here, guys. So I'm excited she's joined us. Jen says, "Ooh, good timing." Yes. She says, "I'm shifting my mindset about the money to if I thrive, I help others thrive." Yes, absolutely. So one of the most powerful questions you can ever ask yourself is, what if? I learned that from my mentor, Dr. Joe Dispenza, years ago. If you were asking what if, okay, Dr. Joe had studied exactly how to connect neuroscience, which is what I do, neurological programming, right, with the law of attraction, with quantum physics. And what was found was that just asking what if I could have all the money I wanted? What if I didn't have to struggle with money? What if I didn't have to work my arse off to get money, right? What if money came to me easily, quickly, and effortlessly? Okay? Incorporate this what if, guys, in anything you want. Instead of saying, why isn't it here? What's happening? What if? So Jen, that's super powerful. And Jen is one of my rock star clients. I love her to death. Thank you for sharing that. You always contribute so much value to these programs. And then she says, my money is directly linked to my mindset. Absolutely. So that leads us to the next question. Okay. After you've answered, where do you believe money comes from? Where do you believe money comes from for you? What do you believe you have to do to get money? Do you believe you have to do anything to get money? Your mindset about money, right? For your feedback. What is your mindset about money? So remember, guys, one of the things that I find most exciting that still fascinates me, and I was flabbergasted when I first discovered this and learned this, is that you create money. This is the answer to the where does the money come from? It doesn't come from your job. I know it seems like it does. It doesn't come from your business. There's something underneath this that comes. It doesn't come from your worthiness. It doesn't come from your education. Are all those things a factor when it comes to the down-to-earth manifesting part? Sure, they can be part of the content, but that's not where your money comes from. Your money comes from here, your state of consciousness. Remember, everything is energy. Everything is first created in your mind, in your state of consciousness, with your imagination. Everything. Look around your world. There's nothing that wasn't imagined. Okay, we say God created the earth. Well, yes, you are God consciousness, right? You're part of that. So the consciousness we call source, spirit, the universe, God. Don't get caught up in the labels, guys. This isn't about religion, okay? You believe whatever you need to understand what I'm saying. But the point is that the ultimate consciousness created our natural world. Okay, we're little pieces and visions, parts of that super God consciousness, right? Look around your world. Look at your, your cups, your clothing. Who created that? It was first someone's imagination. Money is the same because money is energy. Money is an extension of you. So if you have a poor mindset, you will be poor abundantly. If you have a rich mindset, a wealthy mindset, an abundant mindset, that is what you will see in your life. All you got to do to change that is to change the mindset. Okay, this is what I help my clients do. It sounds easy. It's very simple, but it's not easy. It's not easy because you have billions of factors on the outside influencing you. And you have 5% of your mind you're unaware of that you need to get to know and maintain it. Okay, as we talked about on last night's Awareness Network page broadcast. You don't want a 2-year-old or a little dog running your life, right? You don't want that 2-year-old running you to the store and paying your bills and giving you medication when you're sick. So you don't want an out of control mind doing that either. You want your super conscious to, money, come here. This is really where you create it. When you change in here, everything changes. Opportunities for you to bring and money in different ways show up in your life. You would be amazed, okay? What shifts when you change this? But if you're not producing money in here, you're not going to experience the money out here, okay? Now, I want to talk a little bit about fear and shame in regards to this, because some people, a lot of my clients come to me and they say, well, I don't have fear and shame about money, but they have fear and shame about value, about enjoying life, about, having fun or not working all the time, or enjoying pleasure, or feeling like they're enjoying something where someone else isn't. And oftentimes they feel like they have to be sort of like a closet enjoyer, They might sneak a little something for themselves, but don't tell anybody about it. Or they might feel like, well, if we take too big of a vacation, we tell somebody, then it might be a problem. Okay, this is part of a poor mindset, an energy leak that has to be weeded out. Okay, so you guys, it's obviously, if you don't have a coach, or you really need someone to help you on the outside. It doesn't have to be me, but you really need someone who's not a close family member or friend, someone who's not part of your Misery Loves Company crowd, to reflect that to you, okay? To help you become objective, because otherwise the mind plays tricks on you. And this is especially with money, where a lot of people get caught up, and then they build lots of excuses, and they keep putting it off. When I get a new job, when I pay this off. No, there'll be no end to whatever state of consciousness you have until you become aware of and change that state of consciousness. Jen says, my programming is that money is something others can have. Yeah, wow, that's a very common one, Jen. Actually, I'm so glad you brought that up. A lot of people are not aware of that, or they're actually afraid to admit that. That actually goes beyond money. That's an abundant thing too. When it comes to love or money or abundance or a great body, or maybe something somebody wants to do after a certain age, what we do psychologically is human beings, our mind will look at what we want, and we automatically will say, well, others can have it, but not me. But if it's something we don't want, like, getting hit with a big bill, or being laid off, or, going bankrupt, or whatever the case may be, then the human mind will tell you, well, great, everybody's being laid off. I'm going to be one. Just watch, it'll happen to me, right? So in other words, if it's something negative, we have a tendency to make this subconscious assumption that it'll happen to us. But if it's positive, we tend to assume, well, everyone else can have it, like Jen's example, that maybe money is something others can have, but not you. Now, usually this comes from past experience. So even when we're talking about money and abundance, you have to be careful that you're not recreating your past, your future, okay? Here's another question for you. Look around, take a toll today, take a toll the rest of the week. How much of your current reality is a recreation of the past? Think about it. It's a really, really good question. How much of your current reality is a recreation of your past? Because, my friends, you are living in the past right now. Your current reality is old news, right? Which is why my clients learn, okay? They learn to be present and now something different in the future. Because if you even make the same decisions right now that you made yesterday, and you've realized that there's a gap there and they need to be up leveled and improved, what are you creating? Okay, guys, the life you have now isn't even, it's a mix of what you did last night and yesterday, what you did a year ago, what you did 6 months ago, what you did 10 years ago, depending on how much of your subconscious you've weeded out. Okay, same is true for money and abundance. Okay, if you want your future money and abundance situation to be up leveled, you cannot be acting, thinking, believing, feeling, making the same choices that you did to create your current reality. So this is a trap a lot of people get into, especially business owners. They hit a comfortable mark and they're doing well. And then 1 to 5 years down the road, they're like, but why am I not up leveling and scaling my business? Well, because once they got comfortable, they leveled out. Well, I'm going to keep doing what's working. Well, yeah, not broke, don't fix it. But we have to work with universal laws here. Everything is energy, and all energy is always moving and changing. Nothing in the universe is stagnant. So if you are stagnant, you are not in alignment with that, okay? And we can't go against those universal laws. We have to work in conjunction with them. So you're either up leveling and spiraling up, or you are disintegrating and spiraling down. You're growing or dying, right? So when you think and you're spinning your wheels, I'll even use that term a lot with my clients and on here, but you can't actually spin your wheels. Okay? If you're spinning your wheels, you're either going backwards or you're actually going like this and moving forward very slowly and you don't know it. Okay? Same is true for money and abundance. Okay? You're either spiraling down or you're up leveling it, and it starts in here, right? So ask yourself this, guys. Ask yourself something based on what Jen's great share there was about there's enough money for others but not for you. Okay, or something others have but not you. How many of you have thought that? How many of you have thought, well, they grew up that way or they learned this so they'll have the money but I never will? Okay. If you guys haven't read Think and Grow Rich, go back, keep reading it, keep reading it, keep reading it, keep reading it. Okay. All of the stories in there, all of the tips for thinking and growing wealth and abundance came from individuals who started with nothing. Many of them just came to this country and had nothing. They weren't born into it. They did it from scratch. So wherever you are, you can do it too. Maybe you don't want a ton of money. That's fine. But then ask yourself this. How would your life improve if you had 500 more a month? Depending on where you are. 1,000 more a month? 10,000 more a month? 50,000 more a month? 100,000 more a month? Think about it. How would your life improve? How would that free up your time to do other things? I can only do these broadcasts because now I don't have to spend time going out and doing other things. I wouldn't have had time to do these free broadcasts to give away thousands of dollars of free coaching. Are you kidding? I was working 7 to 10 jobs on my hands and knees cleaning houses, right? I wouldn't have had the time to serve. So ask yourself, if you were to up level, what amount of money would you want to up level that's believable to you? And don't just say more money. I ask this question to people all the time and they say, well, I want more money. Well, how much more money? 50 cents? $10? $1,000? $10,000? You have to be specific. Okay? More money doesn't cut it. That's not specific. That's not taking a risk. And you just say more money. Okay? It just puts you in a place of need. Okay? There's a lot of aspects to this in needing to manifest, but you have to start with deciding how much more money do you want? Okay? You want to come up? Jackie's going to come up with me. Say hi. How much more money do you want? And then ask yourself, what would your life look like with that money? If you had, 500 more a month, 1,000 more a month, 10,000 more a month, 30,000, 50,000, $100,000 more a month, what would your life look like and how would it change? And don't just think about it technically. Feel it. How excited would you be? What would you do with your free time? Would you pay off bills? Would you take a vacation? Is there a medical procedure or surgery that someone you know needs to get? Would you donate or, do some animal rescue or donate to an orphanage or something? Would you fulfill a dream for your parent or a sibling? What would you do? Would you be able to take off time and write a book? Okay. Remember, guys, I'm always talking to two sides here. The people that hate money and they think it's bad and they really are ashamed of having it. And the people, neither one of those are going to get you what you want. You have to understand vibration of abundance is a frequency. You have to raise that vibrational frequency first, or you can't get and keep the money. Then you have to shift your money mindset. Okay. So just as the great example Jen gave us, a program about money is something others can have. What is your programming about money? Okay, I want to leave you guys with that question. You really need to investigate that. Because if you skip that, if you don't know that, then spinning your wheels time, right? Okay. Questions on YouTube or in our group here before we close up for today. I have a bunch of other videos I'm going to be sharing with people in the other pages and groups. But this was a powerful topic. And again, I'm going to cut myself off so I can leave you guys thinking about this. You can, if you want, next week and, having worked some of these answers out. Allow these questions to generate more questions. Allow your answers to generate more questions so you can bring them back and share with us. I want to thank you for asking and showing up and asking questions, Jen. Tia, thank you so much for tuning in, and everyone else that watched Incognito. Guys, before we close up, I want to remind you that tomorrow night we're having our live weekly 7 p.m. broadcast on the My Powerful Choices Awareness Network page. Okay. I'll also broadcast it here on YouTube for you guys. Also, April 20th is our next free live 5-day Confidence and Clarity to Your Dreams challenge. Thousands of dollars of free coaching. 5 days for free where you get to work with me and get clarity, learn what it takes to build confidence, and learn that you have the power to be a powerful creator in your life. So if you're interested in that or you know anyone who is, I will post the link below. Please share the link. Share the link with anyone who you think might be interested and could benefit from this. Guys, it can be life-changing for people who have been stuck 6 months or more and don't understand what it takes. Okay, bye, Jen. Happy thoughts to you too. I'll talk to you soon. Have a great day. Thanks for popping in. I love my client. Anyway, so guys, if you're interested in that, seriously, like you're going to get so much out of this. And I have people writing testimonials for it right now, so I'll be able to share more of those. But one of them is on the link below. So just, it's absolutely free. So you can follow the link below for directions on how to register. We will be back next week, depending on what the internet lets me do. But 12:30 or 1, I will post that on here for our live free money and abundance training next Wednesday. And don't forget, if you guys found this useful, like so that other people can find it. I would appreciate that so much. All right, guys, I love you. Make it a great day, everybody. Talk to you soon. I'm going to end it here on YouTube too. All right, guys, I still have a tiny group. We're just growing it. So thank you for helping me to get started. Thank you for watching. Bye.